What are we waiting for? What is that, QB? Rare charm. What would that be? Soft charms spinning around. I don't really like the idea of making the emotes that I have as sub emotes into like FFZ, Better Twitch TV emotes. True friskiest. But usually if I'm gonna make like a Better Twitch TV FFZ type thing of like the Fox character, I like it to be distinct and not just an edit of a current emote. Like I know we have like a couple things in the Discord that are edits of current emotes, but on Twitch, I like to keep it a bit different. Thank you for the good luck, Maple. Appreciate it. Man, speaking of Mario 35th, I really did buy those shoes, and I've like never worn them. Maple is the longest sub to the channel. Oh wait, you asked? I thought you said do you know, not do you have. My bad. Yeah, they're the longest. Man, I really need to think of something to do for sub badges. To think, all this time has passed, and I just can't think of anything interesting. Like, what I mean by that, Allison, is I don't like the current sub badges. They're never meant to be permanent. It's just they've been the sub badges I've had for, like, probably the literal last 3 years or something like that. That's like 2 years. Because I just can't think of anything to replace them. There's nothing more permanent than a temporary hack. Oh, man. One day, I do think I'll think of something, but I have had no sort of inspiration for what to actually make the badges. Because, like, everything that you would think to suggest, probably, it's just all super generic. Like, oh, I could do a paw, I could do a tail. Like, oh, who hasn't seen that before? I can't do stars, because those are my bit badges. How's the run going so far? It's been alright. You've only had one run to Fury 3 in the last hour, but it's not all that bad. Could be worse. Stars are also the generic sub badges. It's true, they would be generic. Like, realistically, I should just accept it and do something, like, super generic. That's been done before. Because I didn't have trouble being the next guy with animal emotes, and I didn't have any issues with being the next guy to have, like, bit emotes that were stars. But in fairness, my bit emotes were meant to be super sort of generic. Or pay someone to decide for you. Yeah, I'll just get one of those graphic design consultations or something like that. And then they'll probably just tell me to, like, oh yeah, make them pause. You really like animals? People really like your foxes? Just make them pause, dude. I'll be like, oh, thanks. I could have done that. I could have made that decision. Well, actually, clearly I couldn't have, because it would have happened at this point. Like, the least generic thing I could do is, like, little witch hats. But I want to say that that isn't shown strongly enough throughout a lot of my branding to where it might be weird for some people. Oh, wow. But then again, the smiley faces aren't really shown anywhere throughout the branding, so... Who cares? Making decisions is hard, it's true. Alright, good night, Gold Luigi. I'll see you later. How can you sleep, Luigi? Your brother needs you. Oh man, I thought about making a joke in reference to Mario dying, but it would have come off as really weird if people did not get it. So I was just like, you know what? This isn't worth the joke. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna be able to get that. Yeah, there's probably some cute things I could do, Friskiest, but I don't know. Like, one of the other things that makes it hard is the fact that not only do I have to come up with an idea to make the sub badges, I also have to come up with an idea of how to make them vary between variation. Which means I have to either figure out some sort of interesting recolor system that makes them more and more nifty as time passes, or something else like that. Some sort of progression. Do you have an idea? That'll be the easy part. I agree, yeah. I feel like another thing that definitely makes it tricky though is you have less space to make a bit badge chat than you do to make a sub badge than you do to make an emote. Emotes are bigger than badges. What was the pred for? Was it just coins or something again? It was if I'd save time in Fury 2. Oh, okay. A word of advice, chat. If there's an if I would save time split or prediction, say yes. Because there's a chance that if I'm not gonna save time, I'll reset before the time loss actually happens. So, I mean... Just saying. Now, obviously, that's not always going to be the case. But it's definitely something to consider. Unless the reset counts as time lost, then you're hecked. And then you should probably guess reset, because this game's hard. How hard is it to do Bowser's Fury? The world record routes are pretty difficult, but overall learning it I don't think's that bad. It's a bit less beginner friendly than some of the other 3D Marios I've played. Like, this game is definitely less beginner friendly than Odyssey, that's for sure. Yeah, Odyssey is really beginner friendly. Like, it's a super optimized speedrun, but that game is so just good for beginners. Because there really isn't any garbage you have to deal with as a new runner. Like, the worst thing you have to deal with is Mooncave Skip. And that's, like, not even that bad of a trick. And if you really don't want to deal with it, you actually don't even have to. You can just do runs without it to start. Thanks, Zelda. Appreciate it. It depends which one you think you would enjoy more, Demetrius. Alright, we're on good pace, chat. And when I say good, I mean if I get a good Fury 4, this could world record. That's a bit slow. Great. Perfect. Yeah, it's to manipulate the floating island cycle. That's why we turn the camera. I wish we got the one bounce, but it's fine. It's better than, you know, not making it at all. Okay. I was a little slow. Junior, that wasn't Junior's fault. I just missed my my cursor. I mean, that's usually what Junior mistakes are. So yeah, I guess Junior Reze. Not quite sure if we're on pace to make this or not. I think it's gonna be somewhat dependent on RNG. If you give me another left game, I will pop off. Well, I mean, that was the worst possible. But I mean, I'll take 2 lefts, I guess. Don't know if we're gonna make it or not. Honestly, no idea. We're not. Sucks. Still finish the run and still probably PB, but I don't really care too much since we're not making the cycle. I don't know how good of a time we're going to be able to get with this, because we were minus 12 going into Fury 4. And we do have a better backup for Fury 5 now. And I don't know how much time that backup loses over the route we're supposed to be going for. It's a pretty good backup, though, I will say that. All right, let's try our best. Dang, I still got it. Oh man, I thought that might happen, but I didn't think it would. As soon as I saw the pace, chat, I saw the minus 28. I couldn't do the math in my head mid-run, but I thought it might be possible. So yeah, that's pretty good. Oh man. That is it, right? $28.14. Man, how much time did that route even lose, honestly? Oh man, we take those. I really didn't. When we didn't make the cycle, chat, I thought it wasn't possible. I genuinely didn't think it was possible. But once I saw the pace is at start fight 5, I was like, wait a second. It's hard to do math in the middle of this run, but yeah. Oh man, I was so nervous once I saw the pace. I was so nervous. I don't know, AOF. I have no idea. It probably was less than 10 seconds, like, with that backup route. I could be wrong, but like the one thing about the timer challenge is the fact that it has a long cutscene. So I got a slower shine, But the thing is, I didn't have to deal with that cutscene. So, yeah, I don't know. Is sub 28 realistic soon? I mean, after that run, I'm starting to feel like if I were to get a solid run with the Fury 4 cycle made, I would be able to sub 28 on this route. Now we're your time and see you have 28.19. I don't think I would miss my splits by 5 seconds, especially since I think I split late. I split later than I meant to, at least. So that might be a 28.13, but I'm not going to bother to be the one to retime it, so. Oh, man. Also, thank you again for the 100 bits. Holy, Mephit. Appreciate it. I think I already said thank you, but do appreciate it. I'll submit it, yeah. I don't think it's gonna stand very long because Valu's on a route that's like 30 seconds faster, but that route's also a lot harder, meaning Ten Shine's Fury 1 seems like a pain, so we'll see. I'll still upload this no matter what, though. I don't think Valu uploads his PBs to YouTube, so...